So how long did it take until you bought a sneaker in 2024? Well, guess what?
We don't care.
Let me tell you
We
something.
don't care.
No, thankfully it doesn't matter because all over, especially the very first week of 2024, you saw publications and everyone posting, "Oh my goodness, I haven't bought a sneaker all year." Yeah, we get the joke. It's January 1st and you haven't bought a sneaker, but do we ever stop to think about how we just inherently think there's no self-control for any of us within sneakers? Like, I can't control myself enough to not be able to go like a single week or a single day or something without buying a shoe. That's a tad bit problematic, but we seem to look over like everything behavior wise that is a little problematic within sneakers. And I get other people that are passionate about other things, they probably do that. Just something I wanted to point out because, again, a lot of introspection, I think, is happening with me cleaning out so many things that I don't wear, and it's just not really serving me in 2024. But I know. So the question, how long did it take you till you bought your first sneaker in 2024? Thankfully, it doesn't matter. Now, I say this because your first sneaker, like the very first pair that may have caught your eye, what if it dropped the very first week in January? If you caught last year's video, was one of the very first videos I put out in 2023. That happened with me. The New Balance 1906 Turtle Dove in black. That dropped very early on in 2023, and it was teased in 2022. Like, we saw pictures. It was like 3 specific colorways that came out right around the same time. I knew Turtle Dove was the one I really, really wanted. There was another colorway in my mind. I just kind of passed on that, but it was right there for me to pick up, easy, no hassle for retail. One, we love that, we appreciate that. But number 2, that could happen to you as well. Maybe the sneaker you wanted, it dropped immediately and you were able to get it no problems. That's fine. Now, unless you're somebody that's really trying to just diligently practice patience and maybe not going out right away to buy a shoe. Maybe you know deep down in February, All-Star Weekend, the Jordan 4 Bread Reimagined, that's the pair I want. And some of you are holding off. And in that instance, I get it with context added. But otherwise, it doesn't matter how long it should take you. Like, it really doesn't. As long as you are staying on top of your overall like annual goal that you may have of 10 pairs, 12 pairs, whatever it may be, then I think you're good. Now, that may mean in some months you buy 2 pairs, you buy 3 pairs. That can happen. As long as by the end of the year, if you had a goal of 12 and you only end up still ending at 12 new pairs added, you did your job. You really did. So I'm just saying, give yourself a little bit of grace. Now, for me, I already knew the pair I wanted to start 2024 off with. It wasn't even a question. So I made a promise to myself nearing the end of 2023. I'm not going to buy any more sneakers to end the year. That was just a commitment I made to myself. Again, there were pairs that I wanted, but I said, you know what? Just be patient because there are always end of year deals that are going on for the holiday season. Once you've shopped for family and friends and loved ones, then that's the time, I think, to clean up on anything you really want for yourself. And I certainly did that. I was still buying like last minute gifts and for myself and for others. And in doing that, I didn't have to worry about, man, oh, I just spent money on this sneaker just to end the year, so now I need to pull back in some other areas, because that's what happens when you're responsible with your money, right? If you make a decision to buy X, then you may need to pull back on Y. And I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to worry about that, so I bought the last minute things I wanted to get. Eating out, you are indulging. You do not want to cook around the holidays. We all know that. So you're just enjoying yourself, and I was able to do that. But the one sneaker I wanted, it stayed in my cart. It stayed in a few carts. And right now, funny enough, I think it's sold out in like the main staple colorway. But I wanted to go in store to try this pair on. And you know what? For once in what felt like a very long time, I was able to do that. Let's appreciate where we are in sneakers in 2024. You have the capability to walk into a store, could be Foot Locker, Finish Line. Here I'm in Dick's Sporting Goods, to look at a shoe in hand, to really see what it's giving, and then also try the shoe on foot. I know we've come a long way since, 2020. Now, a Samba can fit everyone vastly different, especially if they've altered any part of the fit. So sole to sole, the Samba is a little wider than your traditional Samba, and I imagine that's one reason why going down a half size really helps out. So on foot is the women's 7. I'm usually a women's 7.5, but sizing down half would seem to be the correct choice for the Samba. And I'm sure you've probably seen the trend going around on social media right now. I'm a sneakerhead. Of course and just insert something here. But to me, when I started to see the whole "I haven't bought a sneaker yet," it was, "I'm a sneakerhead. Of course, I don't have impulse control and I'm a fiend, so I just have to buy everything that I want right now because I don't understand delayed gratification as an adult." Yeah, that kinda ran through my mind just, like, a little bit, and I was like, "Whew, okay, like, it's okay if we all reel it back in just a little bit." But I am beyond excited to have the Adidas women's original Sambe. Yeah, it's technically Sambe. Now, I saw this, I think, in a video, really. Locust and Wild Honey had the video up, Paul, and so he likened it to, like, a step down or maybe just a great affordable alternative to Ronnie Clark's 8th Street Samba, and I don't necessarily think of it like that, but yes, you can see the similarities in the sneakers themselves. However, one does have a true crepe outsole, and the other one has a translucent gum bottom outsole that wraps all the way around on the midsole, and it is quite comfortable. And if you didn't catch my review, my first thoughts, and a few ways I choose to style the brand new Adidas women's Sambe, then you can go ahead and check that video out. It's certainly linked in the description box of this video and likely at the end of this video. So that is my first pickup for 2024, and if you watched the previous video on 2024 goals, I only want to pick up 12 for the year. I think I have my second in mind that will likely be a February. No, actually, it could be a January pickup. It just depends if Sneakers App likes me or not. So go ahead and guess which pair you think I'll go for. And quite honestly, if I don't spend more than $150 on any sneaker this year, maybe outside of New Balance, I'm quite okay with that. So hope you enjoyed this video. How long do you think it'll take you to buy a sneaker in 2024? If it already happened, guess what? You're okay. Thank you again for tuning in. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.